So in this video, I want to talk about the difference between pain and suffering, and how suffering is often a choice, and it's a choice that many people are making, and including myself. I've spent a lot of time suffering when I didn't have to. And I'm going to give you some tips to how to overcome suffering. Pain is real. When I say pain, I mean pain in the moment. It might be physical pain. A sore arm is pain. And it might be emotional pain. A loved one has passed away, or broken up with a partner or something. That can be painful. That's real pain. They're both two examples of real pain. Now, suffering, on the other hand, suffering is constantly living in your imagination. It's creating imaginary ideas and what ifs and things in the future, generally, of things we don't want, that are painful to think about. I mean, I've had clients that have constantly imagined their children getting killed, and they're constantly thinking about it and what they will do and all this stuff, and they're wondering why they have incredible anxiety. and they get caught in this because they're not in control of the movies in their mind. They're not able to bring themselves back into the present moment and get themselves grounded in the moment, grounded in reality, which is here and now. And it's not to say we don't plan for the future. The powerful thing about our imagination is we have the ability to think about possibilities in the future, and we can then plan and be proactive for them things, and then bring ourselves back to the present moment, to reality. Now, the opposite of the suffering, the painful movies in our mind, is actually imagining what we do want in the future. We do want to happen. So we might want our children to grow up healthy and safe, and imagine them getting married, for example. That's probably a lot better way to use our imagination than imagining them pass away. It's incredibly painful to the mind. And it's an incredible waste of our imagination. Instead, maybe we can use our imagination to think of creative ways to have a great time with our children. And if it is a way to protect them, then we don't have to think of them dying. We can just think of more creative ways to get them to listen and follow safety rules, that sort of thing. It's not just in the future creating movies and living painful ideas of what the future might be. It's also reliving memories of the past. And these memories are just in our nervous system. They're not real. They're within our nervous system. Maybe they really did happen. But again, they're a memory that is stored within our nervous system, and it's not grounded here in the present. Now, if there is something painful in the past, you may need to see someone, a specialist, to help you let go of that past, release that past. You may need to take some learnings and learn from that past experience. Maybe you need to learn something important in order for you to let it go. So some ways to stop this suffering is first bringing awareness to it, as we've done today. So just by recognizing that, hey, I'm playing a movie in my mind of something incredibly painful I don't want to be thinking about. Like I'm imagining exactly what I don't want. So one way is get yourself aware of the fact that you're doing this, and then switch it up and force your brain to think about, okay, that's what I don't want. What do I want with this? What do I want? So if I'm going to the shops to go shopping, and I'm like, oh, I really hope I don't crash on the way to the shops. Incredibly crazy thing to think, but some of us go through this, and actually think of the worst case scenario in every situation. So we have to force our mind to retrain our mind to think of, I want to get to the shop safe and healthy and have a great shopping experience, for example. So that's bringing awareness to it and then reframing it. And the more you reframe to what you do want and begin to focus on what you do want, the better your mind will get at that. It's building a muscle. It's focusing on what you do want. And the second thing is developing a mindfulness practice. So this might be 10 minutes in the morning, and all this is building the muscle, the presence muscle, the ability to bring yourself back to the present moment and get grounded in the present. And this is of such value to, especially to those with anxiety and with issues around controlling the movies in their mind. This is so beneficial. And what I recommend if you're new to meditation is download the Waking Up app by Sam Harris. It's incredibly valuable. I think you can get a free 7 days or a month for free on there. But just practice, do this for a month or a couple of months and integrate it into your life. And honestly, you won't look back. It's such a beneficial thing to do, especially if you're sick of having these troubles with these movies in your mind and anxiety and depression and that sort of thing. Of course, there's other factors, especially with the mental health issues, and you should reach out to a qualified practitioner. But ultimately, these are all ultimate ways. There's not just one magic pill to fix something. I believe in a holistic approach. So not just the one approach, the mindfulness, the nutrition, the exercise, the whole package, looking after our whole body. And that's how we bring ourselves. That's how I believe we can bring ourselves to the place we want. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you liked it, let me know. If you got any feedback, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.